3 fundamental rights petitions filed over the controversial central bank bond scandal were dismissed by the Supreme Court today. The petitions were taken up before a 3-member bench comprising of Chief Justice Kesri Pavan and Justices Rohini Marasinghe and Priyasad Deb.
The petitioners had pointed out that while the central bank had informed authorized primary dealers that bonds were being issued to raise 1 billion rupees, the bank had then accepted bids worth 10 billion rupees. The petitioners claimed that an illegal act had been committed by failing to inform the public of the intention to accept a high amount of bids and by allowing one company to profit as a result. However, upon considering the submissions made by lawyers for both factions, the bench determined that there was no legal basis to consider the petitions.
Meanwhile, opposition leader Nimal Siripala de Silva says the decision has been made to support a motion in Parliament calling for the removal of Arjuna Mahendran as the governor of the central bank.
We cannot call for investigations to be stopped, but there are no complainants for this investigation. The complaint has been made by the director of the same unit. On the other hand, complaints have been made at the Bribery Commission and within and outside Parliament against Arjuna Mahendran, alleging large-scale financial fraud. Why is this not being investigated? This is an example that this unit is not functioning fairly. A motion has been put to Parliament calling for the removal of Arjuna Mahendran. 91 MPs have signed it. As the opposition leader, I wish to state that all of us in the opposition will render our fullest support to this motion.
It is very strange that the governor of the central bank has resumed duties in his position as in the bank, because what we came to know some time back is that there were some allegations leveled against the governor of the central bank regarding this issue of the bonds. What we were informed was that there was a committee appointed by the Honourable Prime Minister comprising of 3 people, and then the report was to be tabled according to our understanding in Parliament. But no such thing has happened. In the meantime, the governor on his own has decided, according to what was reported by the Prime Minister to the Parliament, the governor on his own has decided to go on leave. Now he on his own again has decided to come back to work, and he is working. So we are at a loss to understand how this disciplinary control is effected.
In spite of the fact that the committee's report has not been tabled in Parliament and given Parliament an opportunity to appoint a committee and look into the matter, Mr. Mahendran has mysteriously reappeared at the central bank and reported back to work. But who has asked him and given him the right to go back to work? This is a matter very clearly of an offence under the Public Property Act. The very fact that the committee has said that it needs further investigation means that there is a prima facie case. This matter must be looked into under the Public Property Act, and I would personally urge members of the public to take their complaint to the FCID.